I got a raging nerd on.
Looks like I've won again. Welcome to Complete Gaming. So, since you lost yet again, I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
Let's put $20 on the clock.
Actually, first let's put the rules over Kyla's face.
Right.
This is a $20 challenge. Here are the rules. All right, that's the rules. So you guys should know by now. Let's put $20 on the clock for Kyla, and let's go.
$20 on the clock. Okay, so this was one of my first purchases this week. It's Blast Radius for the PlayStation 1. I got it for $468. Jewel case is a little broken, but that's fine. I kind of bought this on a whim, but I checked it out. It got a 6.0 on IGN, although not always a reliable source. So yeah, this looks great. It's a it's a two-player, shooter and all that nonsense. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. And then I got Siren for the PlayStation 2. Complete for $864. Sorry, I'm just reading off my packing slip because I don't remember how much I paid for them. It might have been like drunk buying. Next on here is Super Empire Strikes Back, which I paid $4 for. Yeah. So
that game is awesome. All this Star Wars games on Super Nintendo kick ass.
And then this I got at a GameStop. Paid 90 cents total for it. It's a sealed multi-tap. I already have one, but just having this is so much cooler.
That was 67 cents. I found that.
He did. I mean,
it was like all the way back in the store where like the cobwebs are, where like no one goes, and that was sitting on the rack. Brand new.
We were
opened.
literally double teaming this GameStop. He was in the dumpster while I was in the front checking out their PS2 games, and then we so then we combined, and then I also got the extension cord. So total for both of these was 90 cents.
Yep.
So that brings me to just
something. This.
Yeah, whatever's on this money clock. That makes no sense.
The money clock. Okay. So
now the loser, your stuff goes on the clock.
Good call. Ooh. I'm determined to win this week. Okay. So I got some good finds. First thing I picked up was a Magical Star Sign. I've been looking for this game for a long time. I've been wanting to try it. It looks like a cool RPG. This was $269 at GameStop. Every time I see this game at GameStop, it's always new and it's $14.99.
Yep.
So the fact that they had this, it was used, $269. Looks awesome. It's complete, and I can't wait to play this one. That's cool. Then I got at Savers, Wave Race Blue Storm. This was $2.99. It's complete. Awesome shape. This game looks awesome. I've been wanting this game for a while, so I can't wait to play this. Just looks like it looks like, I haven't played it yet, but it looks like just a better version of the N64 one. Cool. Can't wait to play that.
So far, these suck.
Yeah. Then I went to GameStop, and I was out of town. Like we said on one of ours was, go check out other stores when you're out of town. They might have stuff that you're looking for. And this actually had a great selection of GameCube games. I'm not saying it was like Mario Sunshine, but there was a lot of different GameCube games. And one of them there was Power Rangers Dino Thunder. It even had the case, and this is not on the instructions, but it did have the case. And this was $4.99 with 85% off, so it came to up to 75 cents. I don't know if this game is good, but big fan of Power Rangers, so I'm gonna try it anyway. Now, my favorite things as everything falls over that I picked up this week. Again, this is back like a dusty ass corner of the back of a GameStop. I found a GunCon 3 for the PS3. This was $5.99. Here's the sensor for it, and it was like 10% off because I had the card, so I don't remember what that came to, but it's right here. This is awesome. It's so cool to have this. The only gripe I have with this thing, first of all, that it even needs these sensors, and second of all, they're really flimsy, and this only reaches to like a 46-inch television. I know it sounds like white people problems,
I was just gonna say.
But like the thing of it is, so if you have a bigger television, these only stretch so far, and even if the television's bigger, the gun won't go outside of them.
Yeah, it's gonna screw up your calibration.
Yeah, and it doesn't like shrink the screen to match up with these. So anyway, it's cool, and I'm really happy to have this. And yeah, I'm a huge fan of Time Crisis, but that goes with this. that I found at a game store, a local one. This is Time Crisis Raising Storm. This was $8, and it has Time Crisis 4 on it, and it has the Raising Storm game, and then it has this game called Dead Storm Pirates. Dead Storm Pirates is fucking amazing.
It's pretty cool. I didn't play, but I watched him play, and it looked awesome.
Yeah, so if you guys have the PlayStation Move, this version of the game works with the Gun-Con and the Move, or just the controller. Buy this game if you see it and play Dead Storm Pirates. It is fucking amazing. It is so good.
How much did you pay for that?
This was $8.
$8.
So there's 3 games on it. You can't really beat it. They're all like on shooters, and they're fun. The Time Crisis Raising Storm is actually the weakest of the 3 on here, in my opinion. But definitely get this if you see it. It's a great game and it's awesome. So yeah, here's my total.
On the clock.
Yeah, let us know who you thought who spent their money better. We're going to be posting everybody's responses at the beginning of every video now, so people can see that we're not lying on who wins. So, time for the recommendation station. This week, we're both recommending games again.
Well, we haven't played anything that's shitty yet, so
yeah,
when we do, you'll know.
I actually haven't played anything that I thought was shitty in a little while. Not saying I don't play shitty games, because I do, but
well,
anyway.
You play shitty games and you like them.
Yeah, that's very possible. Okay, anyway, today I'm recommending this Ninja Turtles Plug and Play. Plug and Play games are kind of hit and miss. There's some really good ones, especially like the arcade ones, Pac-Man, that kind of stuff that plug in. But then there are some shitty ones. I was so surprised about how good this game was. I'm not saying it's a 10, but I was expecting it to be shit. I was expecting to just play it for a minute and be like, okay, yeah, this game is garbage. This is actually made by Way Forward, who did a lot of the remakes of Boy and His Blob, which I talked about in one episode. DuckTales Remastered, they did Adventure Time, the first 3DS game. Anyway, this game is really fun. There's only like 4 levels and then 4 boss levels. So there's 8 altogether, but there's only 4 levels. As you go, you get to choose between each of the 4 turtles before every stage. Then they're actually different. The enemies, when you have Raphael, will take more hits than if you have Donatello. If you lose a turtle in the game, you can actually you can rescue them, just like in the first Ninja Turtles game. Now, I'm not saying this game is amazing or 5 stars, but I was just really surprised. I put it in, I played through the entire game. It took me, kind of the time, it was 20 minutes.
Well, I didn't time it, but it was definitely like 20 minutes.
Okay, so yeah, it was 20 minutes, and anyway, it was just, I walked away from this game like having a pleasant experience.
Yeah,
I'll definitely play it again.
The fact that the first boss was harder than the next 3.
Yeah, the last boss in this game was actually the easiest out of all of them. You can probably guess it's Shredder. Spoiler alert. But yeah, there's definitely replayability in this. There's a normal mode, and then there's a hard mode, and then there's like a time attack mode where you can play the bosses and try to beat them as fast as possible. So the game is great. This Plug and Play itself is kind of a piece of shit. This took me like 20 minutes to get going.
Right.
I cleaned it, I was putting new batteries in, I was turning it on and off, plugging it in, unplugging it, plugging it in, unplugging it. The light was coming on, but it eventually turned on and started working. So
yeah, I think the tubes just had to warm up.
Yeah, the unit as a whole is okay, but the game itself, I recommend. I give it 2 thumbs up.
So this week I'm recommending Lord of the Rings: The Third Age. It's an RPG and it has a 2-player co-op option, which is why I'm going to say it's a great game to play with your girlfriend. Because you can play as the main character who's from Gondor, and the second player is the healer. You end up having 4 people in your party, so you control 2, and your girlfriend control the other 2, and you can kind of show her the ropes, because it's pretty easy, like beginners type RPG. The leveling up is good. You get all your action points, so you can level up certain attributes that you have to make your specific character better at what they do. Like, you have the healer, they have AP points, which will obviously give them the ability to heal more in longer battles, so on and so forth. There's a bunch of different modes. There's an evil mode that you can play where you play as the orcs or the trolls or the balrogs. And so, you are in a very specific party, but now you're playing as, like, the orcs, and you can kill the party that you're actually playing in, which is awesome. Let's see. What else is awesome about this game? Besides the fact that it's in the Middle-earth world, which is really cool. It's playing, like, it's pretty much going parallel it's happening simultaneously as the actual story in like all of the Lord of the Rings movies. There's a part where you're in Moria, and then you realize, oh shit, this is from the movie. This is so cool. So either way, this game is excellent. Awesome, easy. I wouldn't necessarily say easy, but it's good for beginners RPG. It's great because it's a 2-player game, and so, I mean, I love RPGs, but being able to play with someone else makes it so much better.
Just the tip
of the week.
So our tip this week, Kyla?
The internet is your friend.
Yes, it is.
So, I guess we'll start off with why it's your friend. We have just a few small topics to cover on that. First one we're going to talk about is reviews, which definitely I would say IGN and YouTube are great resources for. And the reason why obviously reviews are important is because if you're looking at a game and you're not sure if it's good or not, like, why spend the money on a game that's going to be crap?
Yeah.
So whenever I'm in GameStop or wherever, you know, I see a game and I'm like, well, this looks good, but I don't know if it's actually good. Usually my go-to is IGN. Also, we'll talk about the internet is great for, like, knowing the going rate. You know, it's great using video game price chart. I think that is, I don't know, it's just a cool website. You can see, like, over the last 5, 6, 10 years, whatever, or however long, you know, Nintendo games, whatever, you know, how it's gone up, down, or, like, plateaued, and where it could potentially be going. So that's definitely, I think, the most reliable source, because they cross-reference pretty much everything that's on the internet to tell you what, I guess they pretty much go for average price.
They used to have a column, a monthly column, where it would show you which games are going up in value and which games are going down in value. That way you know maybe not to spend as much on something because it might be cheaper next month, or to buy it now because maybe next month it'll be going up. They stopped doing that like 6 months ago, but that was a really cool segment. I don't remember the name of it, but yeah. The thing about like going out and buying things is a lot of times people think things are worth more than they actually are. You know, just because it's an old Nintendo game doesn't mean it's worth a lot of money or anything for that matter. And going to eBay a lot of times, looking at buy it nows are way over the price, what it's worth or what it's normally selling for. But video game price charts, it's dedicated to just telling you what something's worth, and it does all Nintendo systems, Sega systems, it does Atari systems, PlayStation, it does Xbox, it does everything. So anything that, I mean, it doesn't do every system, but pretty much whatever most people are going to be looking for, like 99% of people, it's going to be able to tell you what it's worth. Third point?
Well, yeah, that's actually a great segue into using Craigslist. I think it's an excellent outlet. You get a weird mix of people. People just try to get rid of stuff, people who don't know what they have, and people who do know what they have, and people who want too much for what they have. Yeah. But either way, it's an excellent way to find things that you may not necessarily find. There's a long time where me and Zach were literally only getting stuff from Craigslist. Yeah. And it's just like, check it every day, in the morning and at night.
Yeah, whenever you get a chance. And Craigslist not only is a good place to buy, but it's a good place to sell a bunch of the stuff that you know, you don't want anymore or you don't need. I sold an Xbox recently, and there's no way I was going to sell it on eBay because the shipping for that thing would have been like $30. So this is something. It weighs
50 pounds.
Yeah, it's something that you have to get rid of locally. So it was nice to be able to go on Craigslist, list it, and sell it, and that was that.
Also, probably the best thing on the internet. I'm not a part of this, but Zach is, and it's Cheap Ass Gamer. Yeah. But I still love watching him surf. I've gotten great deals because he surfaces. Haha. Surfs Cheap Ass Gamer.
Yeah, I've been on Cheap Ass Gamer for years and years and years now, and I use it all the time. I love the whole community. I think they're all amazing. When you go to that website, you will be blown away by how, like, it's like these people, me, they just scour the internet. So any deal that's out there, the people have pretty much found it, and they're saying, here, go get it. So you go there. You used to have to sign up to be able to look at the deals, like to actually have an account there, but now you can just look at them without it. So go check it out. Craigslist. There's always people talking about deals, telling you where stuff's at, trading values, you know, where to get promotions, where to get bonuses. It's so crazy the amount of stuff on there. So in the end, use the internet. It's there. And it's not just full of porn and gambling.
I was just going to say, it's not just for
It's 99% for porn and gambling, and then 1% is divided amongst everything else in the world. Right. So a part of that 1%, you have a website like Video Game Price Charts. There's probably many, but we're just going to show the one that we use. Video Game Price Charts will show you what things are worth. Cheap Ass Gamer will show you where you can get the best deals on pretty much everything. Craigslist is a place to go buy things and sell things.
Yep.
And what was the other one that we had?
We're talking about game reviews, IGN,
game reviews,
and
yep.
here at our home at YouTube.
Absolutely on YouTube. The only, I'm gonna throw this one thing in before we finish. The only reason I'm gonna say when you're out something like IGN instead of YouTube, because you need something that you can just see within a second. You need to be able to see a review.
Right. Just like seriously,
not like
just
listen.
the rating.
Yeah, just the rating. You know, you can watch the review of someone on YouTube talk about it later, but while you're out, you just want to see: is it good? Is it bad? Is it worth buying?
Getting your nerd on, getting your nerd on, getting your nerd on.